So, another one bites the dust. Rooster Teeth's social media manager is gone. And then, of course, Rooster Teeth pushing their politics because someone had a hot take and, that employee pushed their politics. Rooster Teeth never learns. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So we got a lot of news to cover today, and the first thing is Rooster Teeth. Amanda Erickson, she has left the company. She was their social media manager, and now she is gone. So, much like the mass exodus of Rooster Teeth, another one's gone. And she, like many others, has also come out with a statement here. And I want to take a good look at what she had to state. So this is what she tweeted out. Today is my last day at Rooster Teeth, and it's very bittersweet for me. I'm going to miss everyone I work with and the amazing Rooster Teeth community, but I'm excited for what the future holds. Now, when we take a look at this, as I've stated before, severance packages are given out to people when they leave. Now, she's already talking about moving on to better things. Now, why have we heard this before? Because if you look at it, many of the other employees that have left prior have stated the same thing. Today is my last day at Rooster Teeth. I am so grateful for the opportunity I had to work at a company I love, with incredible people and on things I never dreamed of. The people at Rooster Teeth are some of the best out there, and that's definitely the hardest part of this. But each of them have left a big impact on me. Shout out to the amazing marketing team, and an extra special shout out to Maxie, who is one of the best social media people out there. As for my future, I've been offered a pretty amazing opportunity in Austin that I can talk about in a few weeks. In the meantime, I'll be working on my Animal Crossing island. Now, as I've stated, and we have to bring this up. A lot of denialists are out there, that try to white knight for Rooster Teeth. Thing is, every time this happens, remember, severance packages exist for companies, whenever someone's going to be let go. Or, if you ever notice, these people leave, and whenever they make these statements, it's obviously to try to put the company in high regards as they leave, to say something good before they go. And a lot of these have been very telling. Now, funny thing is, if you were so glad and you love the company you were working with, why would you leave? Interesting thing to look at here. It's kind of something to think about. But hey, whatever good opportunities you get in Austin, congratulations. I hope it goes well for you. And, good luck out there. Good luck, Amanda. Now, next thing to look at, because an employee had to push their politics. And you'll never believe who it is. Are you ready? Oh, it's Barbara Dunkelman. What a shocker. Who would have guessed that Barbara, of all people, would have done something like this? Nobody's shocked. Nobody's surprised. So this is what the lunatic had to say. This is my opinion, and I expect people to disagree, but just vote blue if you think this election is just about the person running. You need to look beyond that. Oh, God. Every time. This is the thing. Rooster Teeth, they love to push their politics. They push it into their entertainment, and that's why they're collapsing as a company. Because, all the time, what are they going on about? Orange man bad. If a lot of people on their own social media that work at Rooster Teeth, what are they either talking about? They're either A, talking about a video game like Animal Crossing as of late, or they're talking about politics. So here we go again in the whole big politics bit, because they even push their own politics into RWBY. Slowly over time, they had been pushing it. And then, of course, Volume 7 was the big load they just unleashed, was just throwing their complete agendas into it, which ruined Volume 7. I have reviewed that entire volume on my channel, and oh boy, I hate Volume 7. It is garbage. It is trash. It is just a mockery. It is just disgusting. I hate Volume 7. Volume 7, Volume 5, definitely two of the worst. I'd say Volume 7 takes the cake for a worst volume of RWBY I've ever seen. It's just garbage. And, of course, people are not happy about it. But then again, why would they? When you go to entertainment, you go for escapism. So this is what people had to say. One of Barbara's recent tweets really goes to show how black and white Rooster Teeth sees things. Just vote blue. If we go by Ruby logic, if you don't vote blue, then you're evil and make deals with the devil to fill your pockets. Trust Hill for no reason because Yang said so. And this person brought up a really good point because that's the way Rooster Teeth sees it. I'm not kidding. That's what they threw into Volume 7. So people were responding saying, now I know why Volume 7 was so bad. It does explain a lot. Oh man, it does. They push their political agendas. And there were so many people who were trying to say, oh no, Volume 7 wasn't political. Yes, it was. It was, it was very political. It was trash. It was hot garbage. It was awful. And so another person responded with saying, her and Miles and Carrie, it's annoying. Another, that they force their politics in the show, but this is wrong to say someone like that should have been chosen over the Orange Man. I get they don't like him. My parents dislike him. I somewhat dislike him, but there were no other options. Another person responded to that saying, Orange Man is a moron. That's all I have to say about it. He's not nearly as bad as what people have told me. He's just an incompetent moron. Frankly, America is effed no matter who they voted for and will vote for this year. Just keep this crap out of the shows. Thank you. See, that's the thing. People go to entertainment to escape the confines of reality. That's what they look for when it comes to watching shows or movies or things like that. They don't want to hear about real-world politics. They don't care about the politics of these voice actors or employees. They don't care. That's not what they come to entertainment for. They come to entertainment to have a good time, to escape the stress of the real world. That's the point of fictional entertainment. And, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for. I'm not going to tell you whether to like a candidate or dislike a candidate. I don't really care. What your politics is what your politics is. Everybody deserves to have their own opinion. That's the way I see it. Don't try to force your politics onto someone else. That's exactly what Barbara is doing here. And that's what frustrates people. And I do like how this person said this is a movie about space wizards intended for children. That's supposed to be a reference to The Last Jedi and how people hated it. Because, that movie's hot garbage. Now Rooster Teeth's doing the exact same thing. And with Barbara coming over here and trying to push her politics. With Rooster Teeth doing what they did with Genlock, which made it a complete and absolute failure. And then, of course, with Ruby Volume 7, what did they do? They ruined it by pushing their politics. And that's what people are sick and tired of. They're sick and tired of seeing entertainment just become nothing more than propaganda, because that's what it's becoming in the West. That's why anime and manga are on the rise. That's why I'd say at this point in time, we're in the golden age of anime. More people continue to say, yeah, don't take anything Barb says with a grain of salt. Ruby is an anime, not according to her. Adam's death being planned from the beginning, but she expresses frustration when Game of Thrones villains dies. Similarly to Adam. Yeah, that's because Barbara's a hypocrite. She can't take criticism. She wants everything to be all about her. That's how she's always been. It's all about me, and then if anybody criticizes her, then, oh man, she's going to block them, because that's the kind of person that she is, I wonder how that sounds familiar. Comic book industry. Just saying. And people continue to say, no wonder the heroes were so dumb this volume. Oh, they were really dumb this volume. Because RT is full of social justice. Yup. Oh, exactly. Yes. 100%. It's a madhouse over there, Rooster Teeth. They scream still over the 2016 election. They can't even get over it. I mean, that's what Volume 7 was, their whole fantasy, the whole Orange Man derangement syndrome is what they have. But this isn't the only thing. Of course, there were white knights coming around. One person to say, "Ah, yes, because everything is connected. This tweet makes my head hurt, man. I thought you were smarter than this." In this regard, when you ham-fist politics into their story as an analogy for real-life politics, yes, and like it or not, explains a lot of how they decided to write the story with the political statement in mind. Yes, because the VA is writing the story, not the writers making the story. Look, I'm not saying there isn't influence, but you're stretching this to the point of absurdity and linking things with the equivalent of paper chains. The VA and writers that are on a first-name basis and goes out drinking every night and all share the same political beliefs, do explain how it's absurd when you, in the same breath, say there is influences affecting the writing. And see, here's the thing about Rooster Teeth. I've talked about it before. The thing about Rooster Teeth is that if you agree with them, if you agree with their politics, then you better believe you're going to get a pretty good position within the company. But if you disagree with their politics, they're going to look at you differently. They won't give you the respect that they should, because a company shouldn't look at somebody because of their politics. It shouldn't look at them as, oh, well, you differ from me, so, you're automatically the bad guy. That's not how this should be. Everybody should be treated equally regardless of their politics. But that's not how Rooster Teeth sees it. That's how they always have been. That's how they always will be. It's also why they continue to push their politics onto people, and it's why people continue to walk away, because they are tired of it, and people don't want to be discriminated because of their politics. I mean, you'd think as a business you'd know better, but Rooster Teeth certainly doesn't. Hence why they're falling apart and collapsing as a company. But, I'm just saying. Yeah, our tweet was vote blue. You can't focus on the person running and look beyond that, which is just priceless after 4 years of people bitching nonstop about the orange man. Or if you don't vote, then it's a vote for red. Yeah, because that's totally not acting like the side you're against when their candidate is losing. Yeah, statements like that is very much a if you're not with us, you're the enemy kind of statements, aren't they? And that's exactly what they are. I mean, if you are not a part of their political belief or their perspective, then you're the enemy. That's how Rooster Teeth views you. Keep that in mind. Another person, now this was interesting seeing this conversation. This person brought up, you know what is funny? I got blocked by her because I called her out on her BS a few months ago. Then another person responded, not surprised. They continued, still, don't know why she's still relevant. I even gave me civilized criticisms to her, but no. She's a wasp, self-proclaimed. What did you expect? And that's the thing. So if you're wondering, for those of you who probably don't know about what Barbara may have said, ironically, it was almost a year ago. What she said, it was really stupid what she said back then. So this is what she said back then. Friendly reminder that if there's a show/series you don't like, find issue with, or you don't like, but don't anymore for your own reasons, no one is forcing you to watch it. Let people who enjoy it continue to do so and move on. Now, what made her a hypocrite here is that during Game of Thrones, when the final season was going on, she was screaming about how she was not happy about it. Very hypocritical of her, by the way. So, trying to tell people, because people were giving Ruby criticism a year ago, because of the Adam incident. Now, who could really forget that? Which further divided more of the fans. Barbara came out and said something like that, and then, of course, not long after that, she goes off about Game of Thrones. So, yeah. So much for that, huh, Barbara? Being a hypocrite. Good job. So, the conversation continues. Something tells something's bad's gonna happen to her and Rooster Teeth in general really soon. Oh, AT&T, they might be axing things, but yeah, I'm just saying. So what did you say to her? Remember that tweet when she says about don't like it, don't watch it? I respond something like, that is still not a good excuse. Just because they don't like it doesn't mean they won't criticize it. Then something like, you need to wake up and think before you say or do things. And then they responded with, yeah, she should not have blocked you for that. What a child. And that's basically what they are. Rooster Teeth just tries to push their politics, and this is what's ruining their company. They've sat over here and they're questioning, oh, well, what could be going wrong? How could we be losing money? It's because you keep creating garbage instead of quality content. You treat your fans with disrespect, and you try to force your politics onto them. That's not why they come to you. They came to you for good quality entertainment, and then when you just started focusing on your politics, well, your entertainment and quality went down the drain. And everybody knows it. And then, of course, whenever you sit over there and you let Barbara say things like this, you sit over there, you talk about the orange man, and, you talk about how you hate him so much, and then you have Barbara saying stuff like trying to influence politics. Well, you know what? That's a good way to turn off customers, and that's going to help further your collapse, Rooster Teeth. So good luck with that. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like if you enjoyed, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it'll also keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.